Hey guys, what's up? If you are thinking of moving to Lone Tree, Colorado, this video is for you. Stay tuned.
Hey guys, welcome to Living in Denver, Colorado. We are the Mile High Property Brothers. If it's your first time visiting our channel, make sure to subscribe and click the little bell. You should hear the little ding right now. Get notified of every video we do about living in Denver and the surrounding neighborhoods.
Completely wasn't paying attention to anything he said. However, if you do like this content, if you find it valuable, or if it could be valuable for someone else, we definitely would enjoy you guys subscribing and looking forward to contacting you guys, or you guys contacting us for something that you need. We are licensed in the state of Colorado to be real estate brokers, so if you do have specific needs that we could help you with, obviously we would love to help you, and I would love to pay attention to you and help you versus talking to this guy on camera all day. With that being said, let's get right into it. So, what does it look like moving to Lone Tree, Colorado? Where is Lone Tree, Colorado? So, Lone Tree, Colorado is just south of like your Denver Tech Center area, right off of I-25 in Lincoln-ish. It does push west from there. Median home price is a little bit further up from some of the areas we've talked about before, right around $800,000. So definitely a plus depending on what you're looking for. However, there is a lot of townhomes and condos for a more reasonable price if you are a young professional, or if you are just looking for a rental or an apartment. And you like this area, still more than affordable if you're not looking for a single family home.
One of my favorite things about Lone Tree is the location. So it is just south of DTC, but also just on the west side, you have Highlands Ranch. On the east and kind of southeast side, you have Parker. And then just south of Lone Tree, it's still considered Lone Tree, you have the Ridgegate area where you're going to have a ton of big industries that are here. The hospital, Skyris Medical Center is here. We do have a lot of nurses and doctors that are constantly moving here. We have Charles Schwab. Kaiser Permanente is coming.
Centennial Airport.
Yep, Centennial
you guys were looking,
Airport.
If I was looking for that airplane going over, Centennial Airport that has a lot of private flights. They also have like student flying and a couple interesting things.
Yeah.
You can take tours.
Yeah.
You can go on flights. If you're looking at helicopter tours, they do stuff like that out of there. So it's not just for commercial use.
We keep our private jet there. That's how he is so familiar with it.
Thought somebody stole my jet.
Not to rub it in, yeah. but the location of Lone Tree is really interesting because Lone Tree itself is very small. It's not considered a major city in Colorado.
Correct.
It blends into Highlands Ranch, it blends into Parker, it blends into Inglewood and DTC. So it is fairly small. So if you are looking at moving into Lone Tree, you might want to check out Highlands Ranch and Parker as well.
Great areas. I definitely like the commute. You're just off of the highway, so if you want to get down to Castle Rock for some of the shopping that's down there, some of the outdoor exposure that's down there, and going on fun hikes, but you maybe work in DCC or you work in Denver, you're not that far from it at all. It's a great little middle ground just off of the highway. If you can't afford an upper price as far as like the 800,000s and up, and you do enjoy single family homes and you still want to raise a family in a suburban type of area, this is literally a lot of suburban type of area right in between a lot of different things, so your commute isn't that bad. And you do, as you guys can tell, we're standing at one of them right now. There's a lot of parks and trails and walks for you guys to go on and enjoy with your family or your pets. So even though you're super close to Denver Tech Center and you're just off of the highway, believe it or not, it's pretty vast, it's pretty green. A lot of still outdoor stuff that you guys can do.
Now, diving into those home prices a little more, like we mentioned earlier, median home price is $800,000. Now, one of the interesting things about Lone Tree in regards to housing is you don't have a whole lot of mid-range. You do have a ton of apartments out here, a lot of condos, but even those condos, and we'll show you one right now. We went on a couple tours. You're checking out a condo right now. This condo is about $600,000. It is right in the heart of Lone Tree, but really, you're not going to see a lot of single-family homes in that 400, even 600 range. A lot of the single families start around 750.
A lot of them are brand new builds. But again, depending on what you're looking for, if that is a little bit too high for your price range, Parker, Highlands Ranch, anywhere else in Douglas County is just super phenomenal, and it does replicate a lot of what Lone Tree looks like. So one of the benefits you do have with just the Denver metro area in general is there's a lot of similarities between some of these areas. If you can't afford one, something just adjacent to you could be affordable, could be super family friendly, just right down the road.
Now, you're going to see a house right now. This house was listed at
1.2.
1.2? Yeah,
Ish.
1.2. Right around 1.2 mil. And as you can see, as we're showing this footage on the inside, guys, gorgeous house. It's constructed really well, but even at that 1.2 range,
A little outdated.
Yeah. Yep.
So you're not getting everything that's brand new. You're not going to have a ton of like brand new appliance or whatever you're looking at on HGTV. However, this home would be phenomenal if it were updated. Again, a lot of what you guys are paying for when it comes to real estate, keep in mind when you put that business hat on, size, condition, location. Right, because of the Skyridge Medical Facility and some things that surround that, you do have a lot of doctors and lawyers that are in this area that love it, great things, but still have to be somewhat close proximity to work if they are on call. So hence why some of the prices are the way that they are. You have phenomenal golf courses out here. This one happens to be on the golf course. That also does generate some of your price points. Ones that are just off of the golf course in the similar condition as this one is right around like the 900, high 8. So you are paying a little bit for that golf course view, but ones that are just off of it, still pretty similar, so pretty close.
Now, as far as the general vibe that you'll feel around Lone Tree, it's young, it's active, it's professional. With that, you're going to see a lot of bars, a lot of restaurants, a lot of shopping centers.
Yep.
There is a ton of stuff to do here in Lone Tree. I live in Parker myself. A lot of the stuff that I do with the family, we're coming to Lone Tree for to hit Park Meadows Mall. We're going to iFly, the indoor skydiving, which I have not gone to yet. I need to check that out. And just a ton of good restaurants out here.
He's too scared to do real skydiving in my jet. And another great thing too is sometimes when we talk about price points, or if we talk about doctors or certain professionals live in a certain area, our office is located right in the heart of Lone Tree. Super friendly. It might not be what you think, and I think just straight across the board in Colorado, if you're looking at moving here, if you are here, there's a surprisingly a large amount of friendly people, dog-friendly people, just outgoing, outdoorsy, super diverse. Culture here is pretty good. But you're not going to get what you might think as far as in Lone Tree. People still are super cool. The bar and grills that are out here are still super friendly.
So with all the young professionals that live out here, along with that comes a lot of traffic. So being just south of DTC.
Because old people don't drive? I don't know what he's trying to get at. What he is trying to say is because there's
rush hour.
There's a large influx of people in Colorado. Yes, you do get a lot of traffic.
Yes.
If you're a little bit older, we do know you drive cars. Well, listen to this
There we go. Now, for you young professionals, rush hour can be kind of tricky here. If you're just moving here, to get you familiar with the roads a little bit, you've got Lincoln Avenue, major road runs east and west, and then that intersects with I-25. That's your main highway going north and south. That intersection of Lincoln and I-25, that gets bad during rush hour. In the morning between 7 and 9 o'clock, in the evenings between 3:30 and 6 o'clock. Just add a little bit to your commute. It's not terrible. It's a short stretch. It does get dense, but it's a pretty short stretch overall.
And what I do like about it is out here on these highways, even before Lone Tree was super huge, or there was a lot of influx down south, just south of that in Castle Rock, they built the roads predicting that type of influx, right? So there is a lot of good highways and byways where the traffic that you're getting is not due to construction. It's not as much as you might think. They did predict for some of that. So again, depending on the windows, but in any large city or anything that's growing, you're probably going to get a lot of that. Another great point.
Yep.
Douglas County schools. So we've talked about Cherry Creek schools in southeast Aurora and parts of Centennial. Definitely number one in the state of Colorado. However, a close number two and still super competitive nationwide is Douglas County schools. So whether you're a parent or not, I'm sure all of you parents that are out there that want your kids in good school districts, that's obviously a plus. If you don't have kids, it's still a plus for you putting that business hat on. If you've got a great school district inside of where you live, that's always great for resale, or if you're going to have something that's a long-term rental, it's super attractive. It's always going to help the equity and the value of that home. So definitely, whether you're going to have kids or not, you want to look at that stuff. Douglas County, super great school district.
Now, the other good thing about Lone Tree is the RTD light rail system. So right at Park Meadows Mall, you've got an RTD bus stop, right? It actually runs over I-25. There's a walkway. It's pretty cool. That'll take you all the way downtown. It'll take you all the way out to the airport. It'll take you wherever you need to go. So in addition to everything else Lone Tree has to offer, it has public transportation despite being a little ways out from Denver.
Correct. So if traffic is not for you, definitely look into some of the public transportation. And it looks like they're also building that down south now. So the Lone Tree area should be connected to Castle Rock and the Springs over time. Also super great if you want to take a weekend and go shop.
Mm-hmm. Now, even though Lone Tree is a fairly small city in Colorado, you're going to have a fantastic rec center that's awesome. You can do meetings there. They've got a really good gym in there as well. You've got the Lone Tree Arts Center. You've got some cool coffee shops, Monk and Mongoose Coffee, right in that Ridgegate area. One of my favorite places. Definitely check them out.
Not even just in Lone Tree. And this is something that we're starting to find as far as just the patterns that are getting created within the Denver metro area of Colorado and Denver is a lot of your Southeast Aurora, your Lone Trees, your Castle Rocks, your Northfield. They're kind of building to be self-sufficient. They're like these little utopias where if you don't want to go all the way down to Denver or somewhere else, you've got bar and grills and outdoor activity and rec centers and gyms and outdoor stuff that you can do with your kiddos and dog parks, literally like little utopias all around the surrounding areas of Denver. So if Lone Tree is not for you, this is something that's super, super consistent around this Denver metro area. If you find out this area is not for you and you're watching some of our other videos, please consider that that's super consistent regardless of which area that we're talking about. All right, guys, there you have it. That's what it looks like moving to Lone Tree, Colorado. Obviously, if you guys have any questions specifically for your real estate needs, take a look at that phone number that's popping up again. Subscribe if you guys have any value in us or you'd like to share this. Yes, we do answer that phone if you guys call. We will be the ones answering that. We'd love to help you as much as we love doing video. We'd love more to help you guys out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the content and the video, and we will see you guys on the next one.